If you want your business to grow, you need to reach customers on the platforms they love. So today, I'm going to show you how to set up customer acquisition and retargeting campaigns so you can reach more prospects and make more sales with Facebook ads. This tutorial is going to be comprehensive, showing you everything you need to know to get started. So strap in. You're going to learn how to set up campaigns, how to create audiences, how to create effective ad creative, how much to spend, and of course, how to analyze and optimize your ads to get even better results. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to run profitable Facebook ad campaigns. Now, on a fundamental level, there are two major reasons why people buy products and services: to take them closer to pleasure or move them further away from pain. So before you get started with the Facebook Ads Manager, you need to dig past the obvious to unearth problems that your customer is facing, figure out how you can solve them, and in the process, make their life better. And then you need to communicate this. So here are some quick tips before we get started. Successful ads focus on benefits, not features. Successful ads use emotion. Emotional ads actually outperform rational ads by 200%. And successful ads focus on a single theme, so keep it concise. To quote marketer and author Dan S. Kennedy, identify the essential and eliminate the rest. Now, advertising audiences fall into two basic categories. Retargeting, which means going after people who have already visited your website or engaged with your ads. And this is what marketers call a warm audience. Now, the second is prospecting, which means going after people who have never heard of you. And this is what marketers call a cold audience. Now, if you're looking to get started, Shopify is offering a free 14-day trial. Simply click the link above to take action to level up your e-commerce business. Now, Facebook has people categorized into three cohorts, depending on how they behave on Facebook. The first is scrollers, and these are people that endlessly scroll the feed but don't really engage. Then we have the clickers, and these are the people that actually click on posts and engage. And lastly, we have the converters, and these are people that actually undertake profitable actions, like say clicking on an ad and then making a purchase.
So the first thing we're going to do is set up saved audiences. In your business manager, click audiences in the left side panel. Then click the blue button that says create audience and then click saved audience in the dropdown. The first thing we want to do is name our audience. Make sure it's something descriptive you'll be able to identify. Next, we want to make sure that our locations are where we can actually ship to and where our customers are located. For us, that is going to be the United States and Canada. Then we're going to adjust the age parameters to make sure it reflects our buyer persona. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be selecting between 21 and 45, but you'll want to make sure that yours reflects your target audience. Next, you'll want to make sure to update the gender and the language to also reflect your buyer persona. Now, Facebook uses what is known as discovery-based targeting, meaning that ads are matched with people that have previously expressed or shown interest in a particular topic. First, we're going to start with what are known as dynamic audiences, and these are the types of interests that are constantly replenishing, like say a plant-based diet or vegetarianism. New people are becoming interested in these every year. We can also target interests that are less dynamic, say people that have liked a page for a book or a movie. It's important to understand that those audiences, though, are finite. Once you're done, click Create Saved Audience. Now, once we've done our first saved audience, we'll want to repeat this process. It's important that we have more than one audience to run ads to so we can understand which audience is most profitable. So in this example, for a plant-based fitness course, we are also going to create an audience for body weight athletes. All the demographic information is going to be the exact same, but what we're going to change is the interests. It's so crucial that we have multiple saved audiences so that we can validate our assumptions and unlock the greatest return on ad spend. So if you sell a highly niche product, like say hockey equipment, you might only have the need to create 2 or 3 audiences, as there are only so many different types of people that play hockey. However, if you sell a product that has a wider customer appeal, like say a mechanical keyboard, you might find yourself having to do between 4 to 6 of these saved audiences. A mechanical keyboard appeals to gamers and video producers and even writers. So I urge you to think about this. When you're done, click Create Saved Audience and repeat this process as many times as necessary. Now, when you get into Facebook Ad Manager, you'll notice that it's broken down into 3 levels. We have campaign, ad set, and ad. And I'll explain a little bit about each one. When it comes to the campaign, this is where we set our intended goal. Are we looking for purchases, views, or add to carts? This is where we'll also set our budget, and we have an option for something called campaign budget optimization, which automatically manages your campaign budget across ad sets to get you the best overall results. Next, we have the ad set, and this is where we'll set up our targeting and use those saved audiences we just created to build out our targeting groups. Under an ad set, we can have multiple ads. This is also where we will set our daily budget. Finally, we have our ad, and this is where we build out the actual creative for our ad, whether it's a video ad or whether it's an image ad. So multiple ads can go underneath an ad set, and multiple ad sets can go underneath a campaign.
How much should you spend on Facebook ads? This is the question on everyone's mind when they start out. Now, the answer to this question is really broken down into 3 parts. How much money should you spend on paid amplification overall? How much money should you spend on testing? And how much money should you spend on scaling? Let's start with overall. Overall, you should be spending between 10 and 30% of your top line revenue on paid amplification. Now, this simply means that for every $100 your company makes, you should be investing $10 to $30 on ads to make more sales. 10% is a great place to start, and you can slowly work your way up as you find success and create ads and funnels that are proven to win you customers. Now, this might sound like a lot of money, but you don't need to spend it all at once, nor should you. Your goal here is to be strategic and only put big money behind ads that are actually profitable. So of that paid amplification budget, 20% should be spent on experimentation and learning what ads work. To truly discover profitable ads, you need to test. Then 80% of your overall budget should be spent on accelerating and scaling ads that have proven to work through testing. Now, you might be wondering, during the testing phase, how much money should you be spending on your campaigns? Well, $5 a day used to be a really good threshold for a beginner, but the reality is with so many Facebook advertisers, you need to be competitive. Instead of thinking up a random number as a starting point, you want to spend enough to reach 10,000 people, which is going to vary based on how targeted your audience is. However, spending enough on a campaign to reach 10,000 people is vital to give you enough data to actually make informed decisions about whether your ad creative works and you have a winner, or whether you need to go back to the lab and keep experimenting. Now, when it comes to spending money on paid amplification, many brands have some spoken or unspoken hesitations. It can feel like a pretty big risk if you're in the early days of your business. Now, one way that I want you to think about paid amplification is not about simply running Facebook ads. What you are actually buying here is data and brand assets that can be leveraged throughout your brand's lifetime. A library of brand assets can fuel ad campaigns for years, and data about who your customers are, what they believe, and how they behave is incredibly valuable, and that can't be understated. The final thing on this topic that I want to underscore is that paid media budgets should be dispersed using the scientific method. Hypothesis, experiment, conclusion. The mentality of growth marketing is simple. Experiment small, learn, and scale only when you get it right. If you love the idea of running a semi-automated business from anywhere, then you're going to want to register for this free webinar that will teach you how to quickly start a profitable print-on-demand store. This 40-minute webinar will get you from a product idea to setting up an online store to getting your first print-on-demand sale. Learn where to find designs, how to connect with suppliers without paying for products up front, worrying about inventory, or shipping a single package yourself. Just click the link in the description box below.
Now, once you have already started running campaigns, you can access a view that looks like this, where you can see all your campaigns, all your ad sets, and all your ads. Now we're going to run our first campaign from a brand new ad account. Navigate to the ad manager and click the big green button that says create. Then we're going to select the conversion objective, go down to the drop down and insert a name for our campaign. What you want to name it is the date and then the name of your campaign, including the objective. The reason we want to do this is that so it is really easily identifiable when we have multiple campaigns running later down the road. Then click the blue button that says continue. You'll be brought to a screen that looks just like this. Now, we talked a little bit before about campaign budget optimization, and you want to make sure that this is turned on. When it comes to how much your campaign budget should be, we spoke a bit about that earlier in the video and how to optimize it for your particular business. Once you're ready with that, click the blue button that says next, and you'll be brought to the ad set. When it comes to naming your audience, follow the same naming convention we used earlier. Only this time, insert the name of your saved audience, followed by the conversion objective. Next, we're going to want to choose our conversion event. Choose add to cart if you have less than 50 purchases, and if your store has more than 50 purchases, choose the purchase objective. Once we're done that, we want to scroll down until we see where it says use saved audience. We want to click that and insert the audience that we have already made. So in this case, it's going to be the audience I created called bodyweight athletes. Next, we're going to make sure that automatic placements is selected and let Facebook do their thing. We can always experiment later down the road with manual placements, but let's start with automatic placement selected. We'll leave the budgeting area blank since we already enabled budget optimization and click the blue button that says next. Now we're going to name our ad creative. Simply, we'll name it ad creative 1. Then we'll ensure that our Instagram account is selected. And we'll ensure that we have selected a single image or video. We're going to be doing a single image creative first. Then we'll click the drop down that says add media and click add image. And we'll select the creative that we already made, which we know from our best practices should have been in a perfectly square format. Then we're going to enter the headline. And what we want to open with is a product benefit statement. The next thing we're going to do is input our primary text. Now, we want to open up with some emojis and we want to open up with social proof as well to catch people's attention. Then we want to go down to a product benefit statement. And then we want to go down to something that creates a sense of urgency. Finally, we want to include our call to action right in the text so people know exactly what to do. We've also included a link to our product page. Now, moving on to the description, and this part is optional as it will only show up on desktops, so you can skip this altogether if you would like to. The next thing we're going to do is take the URL from our product page and insert it right down below where it says website URL. Once we've done that, we want to preview the URL to make sure we're sending people to the correct page. Looks good to me. The next thing we want to do is ensure that our call to action actually reflects what we want people to do. In this case, we'll switch it from the default of learn more to shop now. Now, using this handy tool in the top right-hand corner, we can see what our placements are actually going to look like with our creative. Once we're happy with what our creative looks like on the various placements on Facebook and Instagram, we're going to scroll down and create a URL parameter. This is going to let us know what ads sent people to our site when we look at our analytics. So we'll click build a URL parameter. For the campaign source, type in Facebook. For the campaign medium, type in advertising. For the campaign name, make sure it is a dynamic campaign name. And for the campaign content, make sure it is a dynamic ad name. Next, click the blue button that says apply. And once we're happy with how our ad creative looks, we're going to click the green button that says publish. So the next thing we're going to do is create a second ad creative. Our goal is to run these head to head underneath an ad set to find out which ad creative performs better. Click the green button that says create, and then right in the pop-up window, input the name of the second ad creative. We're going to call it Ad Creative 2. Then click the blue button that says continue. Just like last time, we'll want to ensure that the proper Instagram account is selected. We'll scroll down, make sure that single image or video is selected, and then we'll add media. But this time we're going to be adding a video. When it comes to the optimal length for video ads, it really depends on your business. For example, a video ad for an online course will likely need to be longer than a video ad for a pair of shoes. You should take as long as you need to deliver your message, but no longer. However, shorter video ads around 15 to 30 seconds long are best optimized for mobile placements. Next, we'll insert the primary text using that same formula we spoke about for the first ad creative. Then we'll insert our headline, which is a product benefit statement. And finally, we can optionally insert a description, but that's only going to show up on desktop formats. Then we'll copy the URL to our product page and we'll insert it where it says Facebook URL. Then we'll preview the URL to make sure we're sending people to the right place. Looks good to me. Then we'll switch the call to action just like we did before to Shop Now. Now we're going to click Build a URL parameter. We'll insert our campaign source, which will be Facebook, our campaign medium, which is advertising, our campaign name will be dynamic, and our campaign content will also be dynamic. Then we'll click Apply. Once we're done this, we can see the thumbnail for our video isn't particularly striking, so we'll want to change that. We'll click Edit Media, Edit Video, and then we'll click to where it says Thumbnail. So I'm going to click the button that says Manual, and instantly I'll be given a bunch of different options of some images that I can use as a thumbnail pulled directly from the video. As you can see, we have some pretty striking images here. However, I want one that has copy over it so I can transmit a message about my product. So I'm going to click Upload, and then I can use one of the previous images I've already created. Then I'll click the blue button that says Continue. When I like how it looks, I can click Save. Now, once you've taken a minute to double check that everything looks good, you can hit the green button that says Publish. So the next thing we're going to do is add our other saved audiences to this creative. So we're going to click to the ad set level, and then we're going to duplicate the ad set that we already created. See, we never want to create multiples of the exact same ad. Instead, we want to collect the social proof all on that one ad. So we'll change the ad set name to reflect our new saved audience. Then we're going to scroll down to where it says Saved Audience, click the drop down and click the saved audience that we want to use this time. So now we're going to navigate back to the ads column, and we're going to scroll down to where it says Add Creative 1, and we'll check mark that and then click the preview button. Now we'll click the ad preview to reveal a drop down and click Facebook post with comments. Then what we'll want to do is copy the number extension that's after the Facebook post URL. Once we've done this, we'll navigate back to Ad Manager. Then we're going to click onto Ad Sets and click our second audience. In this case, it's plant-based foodies. Now you can see the ads that we duplicated from our first ad set. So we're going to click Add Creative 1. We'll click the Edit button. And then right below where the headline says Ad Setup, we're going to navigate to that dropdown and click Use Existing Post. Then we'll click the button that says Enter Post ID, and we'll paste in those numbers that we just copied and click Submit. Now that same ad from our first audience will be shown to this audience. And like I said before, for many products, you're going to want to have up to 6 saved audiences, which means 6 different ad sets. So you would want to repeat this process for all of those saved audiences. That way, the same ad is being shown to multiple audiences and you're gaining all that social proof. Now, the next thing we want to do is repeat that process, but for our second ad creative. So we're going to navigate back to that first ad set and we'll click on the ad creative number 2. Then we'll click preview, drop down to ad preview and click see post with comments. Then we're going to copy that ad ID just like we did the first time. Then we'll head back over to ad manager, navigate back to our ad sets, click back on the second ad set to ad creative number 2. Then we're going to click the edit button. Then we'll access the drop down underneath ad setup and click use existing post. We'll click the blue button that says enter post ID and paste those numbers that we copied. Then we'll click the button that says submit. Now we can click the green button that says publish. Now we're using the same ads in both ad sets. And like I said, this is so important for collecting all the social proof in one place. I highly suggest that you look at your competitors' ads for inspiration. Simply navigate to their Facebook page, click page transparency, and scroll down to where it says go to ad library. Now you can look through all of their ads. You should look for value propositions, their ad copy and creatives, the social proof they're using, and call to actions. All this information is really key for giving you an advantage when creating your own ads. Now, some really powerful tools at your disposal in Facebook Ad Library are that you can filter the ads of your competitors by platform, country, and even the impressions by date. Scrolling down, we can see some really effective ad examples. If we take a look at this one by clicking the See Ad Details, we can see that it opens with social proof, really eye-catching creative, with emojis that convey a message, some more social proof superimposed onto the image, a product benefit statement in the headline, and a really clear CTA. When you are retargeted with a competitor's ad, I highly suggest you click the 3 dots and scroll down to where it says, why am I seeing this ad? Now you can gain insights onto the audience targeting they're using in their ad. And this can be used when building your own. Checking out the comments on your competitors' ads is a great way to learn questions customers have and use that language in your ads.
Now, let's face it, marketing is a deep topic. So if you're interested in learning more, register using the link below to gain access to a free 30-minute webinar that will help you level up your marketing by changing the way you think about your store's marketing funnel. Learn how to go from first day to first sale in this free training course. Sign up right now. Now let's talk about creating winning ads. A crucial variable for sustained success in running Facebook ads is making scroll stopping creative. Your goals in making ad creative are twofold. You want to make the person stop and pay attention, and you want to get them to click with an open to buy attitude. You don't just want to lure an audience in with clickbait. Now, Facebook offers multiple ad formats. We have images, videos, slideshows, and carousels. But regardless of the format you're running an ad in, here are some top tips for creating a better ad. Use the AIDA framework. The AIDA framework is one of the core principles of modern advertising. It's an acronym that stands for attention, interest, desire, action. You want to grab your audience's attention and inspire curiosity with a visual and message that makes them stop in their tracks. Use bold colors and strong headlines. Hold their interest by explaining a problem they face and how it is negatively affecting their lives. Or focus on the positive and explain an opportunity. Make this feel personal though, so they feel like they need to seek out a solution. Desire is all about crafting an irresistible offer. Clearly explain how you can solve their problem and offer a path to improving their life. Action is about using a CTA or a call to action that encourages people to make moves. Be straightforward and make acting easy. Include a sense of urgency around the limited time or availability of your product, because that can make a CTA all that more effective. Here are some basic design best practices for image ads. Keep it square. Square images take up 78% more real estate on mobile devices and have 64% higher click-through rates. For text overlay, you want to keep it to roughly 20% of the image. Now, Facebook used to have a really hard and fast rule about this, but they've recently announced that they're going to be more flexible. Still, data indicates that text overlay less than 20% typically creates ads that perform better. Here are some ad best practices with some really successful ads to illustrate the points. Use social proof. Use a product benefit statement. Use emojis to convey a message. Use a mobile-friendly square format. Include a link to the CTA in the text. Leverage guarantees to reverse risk. Change the Facebook CTA from Learn More to Shop Now. You want to be more specific about the action you want your audience to undertake. Now let's talk about ad sequencing. Rather than thinking about your ads as these isolated assets, start thinking about your ads in a sequence. Sequencing your ads slowly introduces customers to your brand and is one of the best strategies for optimizing a marketing funnel. By creating multiple ads with unique messages that correspond to a person's stage in the buying cycle, you can guide potential customers towards a purchase, and it's accomplished by running a retargeting campaign. Here's a really simple 3-step funnel. First, we have awareness, and this is your why. Make an ad that shares what your brand stands for and what problem you're solving. Appeal to viewers with content that stirs their emotions and gets them excited about tackling that problem. Consideration. This is the how. Make an ad that entertains, educates, and helps people overcome objections. You want to feed your audience's curiosity, and more importantly, you want to establish a great relationship. Last is conversion, and this is the what. Now you have finally earned the right to win the customer. These ads are reminder-based and can leverage discounts and promotions as persuasion tools to actually prompt a purchase.
So now we're going to set up some retargeting ads for people who saw your video ad but never clicked through. First, click Audiences, and then click Create Audience. In the drop-down, click Custom Audiences. Then click Video. Next, click the drop-down where it says people who finished 25% of your video. Then you'll need to make sure that your correct Facebook page is selected and the correct video is selected. Then click the blue button that says Confirm. Then change the time parameter from 365 days to 14 days. Finally, you'll want to name the audience. We're going to name this audience something easy to identify. We'll name it Retargeting Video Viewers Last 14 Days. Then we'll click the blue button that says Create Audience. Now let's set up retargeting for people who have visited our Instagram. So we'll click the blue button that says Create Audience. We'll click Custom Audience, and this time we'll click Instagram account. You can also do the same thing for a Facebook page, but this time we'll do Instagram. First things first, let's make sure our correct Instagram profile is selected. Then we'll click anyone who has seen a post or an ad, and we'll change 365 days to 14 days. Finally, we'll name our audience something easy to identify. We'll name it Retargeting Instagram Last 14 Days. Then we'll click the blue button that says Create Audience, and just like that, we'll be able to target people who have engaged with a post or an ad on our Instagram page. Now we'll set up some retargeting for our product pages. Click Create Audience, click the drop-down that says Custom Audience, and then click Website. Now you're going to drop down from all website visitors to people who have visited a specific page, and you're going to change the time parameter to 3 days. Then head over to your product page and copy the URL just until it says /products. That way we're doing it for all of our product pages. Then simply paste that into the URL field. Now we're going to name our audience. We're going to name it Retargeting Product Pages Last 3 Days. Then we'll click the blue button that says Create Audience. Now, you'll want to repeat this exact process for people who have visited your product pages in the last 14 days and the last 28 days. As most prospects won't be ready to become customers right away, you need to make sure you're maintaining constant contact with these people. This allows your brand to remain top of mind and increases the likelihood of a sale. Once you're done that, you want to repeat this process for cart visitors, collections, and for your homepage. To do this, simply navigate to those pages on your site and copy the URLs the exact same way we did for product pages. Another way to retarget customers is to upload a customer list. Click Custom Audience and click Customer List. To do this, you'll need a CSV file that is formatted in a specific way, but luckily Facebook supplies a template that looks just like this that is easily downloadable. Now, once you have your customer list correctly formatted, simply hit the blue Next button. Then Facebook's going to ask you if there'll be a column that will assign a value to the customer. If you have access to this information, this is really helpful as it helps Facebook know which customers are most profitable. Then simply upload your CSV file, select it from your computer and click Open. I'm just uploading an example one for tutorial purposes. Then all that's left to do is name your audience, and I highly suggest naming it something descriptive like high value customers if that's the list you're uploading. All that's left to do is hit upload. Customer lists are a powerful way to upload a direct audience for either building a lookalike audience or running a remarketing campaign. To create a lookalike audience, it's fairly simple. You just click Create Audience and click Lookalike Audience. You'll select the desired audience size using the slider and then the country you want to target. Now, lookalike audiences are when Facebook creates a custom audience for you using data points to target people most likely to be interested in your business. Lookalike audience can significantly magnify your reach for new customers. However, it's important to note that lookalike audiences are only suitable for businesses that have already generated significant customer data. When creating a lookalike audience, you can do it based off a custom audience, like say a customer list, a Facebook pixel, or based on Facebook page fans.
When analyzing and optimizing your ads, here are some things you're going to need to know. Reach. This is the total number of people your ads have reached. Frequency. This is the total number of times your ads have reached those people. A frequency of 1 to 2.5 is ideal. If it's not in this range, reduce or increase your budget accordingly. Click-through rate. This is the number of people who saw your ad and clicked. Ads with a higher click-through rate tend to perform better in the long run. Check the variance of click-through rate at the ad level. While this isn't always related to the cost per purchase, the knowledge can be used to create better performing ads. Finally, we have cost per purchase. This is how much you are spending per sale.
When analyzing your ads, cost per purchase should be one of your guiding metrics, but it needs to be added manually. So we're going to go to the Performance and Clicks dashboard. So start by clicking the column that says Columns Performance. From there, you're going to see in the dropdown an option that says Customize Columns. Click that, and in the search bar, type in Purchases. Now check off the little check boxes that say Total and Cost. This will add cost per purchase to our dashboard, but we want to see the total purchases, not just everything segmented. So in the sidebar, we're going to scroll down. And when we see where it says purchases, we'll uncheck the subtasks below it. This will make sure we're just seeing the total number of costs per purchase. Then we can click the blue button that says Apply. Your goal here will be to make sure your average profit per order is higher than your cost to acquire a customer. Now, I'm going to show you how to dive even further into the data. Click Ad Sets, and then click Breakdown, which is in the top right-hand corner. In the dropdown, click By Delivery, and then click Age. Now you can see how much it costs you to acquire a particular customer in an age range for this ad campaign. You can also do this with gender. If you're targeting multiple countries, you can do this by country. In this case, we're only targeting one. And you can do this by region, seeing which specific states in those countries are resonating with your ads and product.
Here's how to find out which audiences and which ads are performing best. Go into the campaign and look at your ad sets. Look at the ones with the highest cost per purchase and turn those off. Next, you want to try creating new ad sets with different audiences in that same campaign. Run them alongside the proven winners. And after a period of testing, turn off the losers and leave on the winners. And then you'll repeat this process. See, we're always trying to beat our best result. Once you have data, you can add in a lookalike audience to the same campaign to increase your audience size. You'll only do this when you're ready to scale. Now, I really want to remind you, don't forget to register using this link to gain access to a free 30-minute webinar that will help you level up your marketing. If this has helped you, that's going to take you to the next level. Hopefully this video has given you a solid start in the world of Facebook ads. Now it's time to actually action what you learned, create some ads, and make some sales. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips to start and grow your online business. Remember, we're a channel for small business owners with big plans. I've been your host, Tyler, and I'll see you next time on Learn with Shopify.